Hi all, welcome back. Carrier Battle, Philippine Sea, Scenario 6. It's my part 24. I have just come straight back after copying 23 across there. I haven't got an answer to my question. I'm still wanting to stall things though. So what I've done is I've put the airstrike marker back, keep that green cube up there. I've set the... I know, this is maybe some of you are probably shaking your head saying, just get on with it, Grant, just roll in the 5, or... The thing is, normally I would take the worst scenario for myself, so I would take the 4, but part of me really feels like it should be the 5 that are involved in this, rather than the 4. So what I thought is, look, there's no harm at the moment. It could kill a little more time if I push on, if I just move on. And if I feel like anything is going to interfere with that decision, like, I mean, we've got dice rolls to see, we've got to target some of these carriers, we've got to make choices whether we're targeting it, whether we're getting 2 dice or 3 dice, so I kind of need to know. If it turns out I don't get an answer by the time I'm coming round again, then, well... The other thing is I could probably start moving my strike mission away, and I could just come back and do that roll, do the dice roll at a later time, I think. I don't think it's going to really interfere with anything. We'll see. I'll check as I'm going. I'll say, right, is this going to affect these carriers and the knowledge that what we know about them? Some of them are going to maybe have some hits on them. You know, I'm not sure how I would... I had a look and thought, what would I target here? Because you can see there, well... There's 4 of them. One's got 16 hit capacity, one's got 8, one's got 5, and one's got 7. But I mean, to get 5 hits, remember, you've got to roll a 10 or an 11 on the dice. But the fact we're getting a +5, that makes that doable. So I kind of feel like I would probably be targeting that one, and maybe... either if I had the 3 dice, chucking 1 at that and 1 at that, or maybe chucking 2 at that, maybe just to get rid of it. Now, if I have the 2 dice, I chuck 1 at that, and probably 1 at either one of them. Probably the higher one, actually. Just to see, we might get lucky. I mean, I'm not going to get 8. 8 hits is 16 plus. So no, I can't get that because I'm getting a +5. Well, actually, no, that's not true, because if I get the 2 dice rolls, one of them's got a +1, isn't it? So technically, I could get 16. If I roll like a demon again, get another 10. Right. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I know it's a bit of nonsense, but that's my game. I'm doing it. So basically, we're going right through all these phases, and we're kind of just like... going to come back to that phase when we get that answer. So we come down here, none of that applies, none of that applies, and I'm going to advance phase marker. It will let me move on until I find a bit that I'm going to say, oh, right, I need to know about these carriers now. I need to know what's happened. So we're moving on to action phase 2, and then this is coming back up to move all air raids. See, I don't think that... No, that's not going to affect... this stall that I'm making, so that's fine. So move all air raids. Well, straightforward. Guam's going to move into the hex, the Guam air raid, and again, Guam's they're weak raids, aren't they? They've got a strength of 2, which still bothers me. I just... And then this one's going to move to... It's coming from Butai 2. This must be Butai 2, is it? Yes. So, yeah, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's the hex it's going to move into. So that moves in there. So we do have the Guam air raid on top of us. Then we roll for a mission movement and then draw some sequence chits. Again, none of that's having any effect on things. It's not that I'm... Yeah, I think I could drag this on for a bit, actually. So I'm going to roll the dice for... the mission movement. Roll the 1. So chuck a dice up there with a 1, and Yeah, none of the fact that's not knowledge that helps me at all with the strike thing, with the carriers. No, it's not. It's not. And even drawing these new forces, it's not either. I don't think so. Draw sequence chits. Right, and we've got 5 of them per phase. So, yeah, let's get to it. So we're going to draw the first sequence chit of phase 2. Let's see what we get. Well, we got the subs. Well, we've got subs. Right, so, well, Kavala's something quite nice there. He can come in. Well, okay, let's deal with him first. So you can move in on force J. And so he can attempt to detect it, can't he? He does that after he moves in. Right. Move the submarine 1 hex if desired. Following any movement, the submarine may attempt to contact the force in its hex. If the contact succeeds, the submarine can either shadow or attack. So, more than likely shadow. The other thing is, though, yeah, because remember, this isn't a detection. It is just a contact, yeah. So, 14.13, right, give me a second. Right, so this is the submarine contact table, that's what we're doing. Now, we moved into that hex, but force J has not moved. Just checking. Right, it hasn't moved in the previous phase. So, it did not move into our hex. Now, the +1 for it not moving, that doesn't apply. However, we're not chasing it. You know, it's not moved this turn yet. So, we can't be seen to be entering the stern chase or the oblique approach. Well, there you go. I mean, that oblique approach, it means it has to have moved, does it? That's the example it gives in the book, anyway. Avoid the glare. The example talks about as approaching from the quarter, because that force has moved from there to there, and then it moves into there, approaching from the quarter. But I don't know. I'm still not sure if that's. I'm thinking because it's moved, it's approaching from it. Because that's how the stern one works. I get the stern one, it's nice and easy. If we move like that, and if we were to follow that in, we're approaching it from the stern. So that's approaching it from the quarter, but I think it's the quarter that's moved. You know, because it's moved like that, it's because we're coming in behind it. We're coming in behind it. That's what, yeah. That's not going to apply, Grant. And the fact that it's not moved this turn is not going to apply either. Yeah, I'm going with that. Yeah, so it's not going to be an oblique approach or a stern chase. It's not dusk. There's no modifiers, right? So we need a 5 to 10 for contact. Right, got an 8. I'm still going to just look and take 2 off that. Get a 6. Still a contact. Right, okay. No, stop it, Grant. Right, so we get a contact, and then we're going to draw, because it's a level 0, we're going to draw a level 1 chit. And, yeah, we're going to draw a level 1 chit, and if this is a false contact, that's going to remove that force. However, it might be something different. It is indeed a false contact. So that removes the false contact, and it removes that force. So I just go back in the pool, and that is US subs number 1 done his thing. Right, where are the other ones? Yeah, there's one in here. He's shadowing. The thing is that he doesn't need to be doing that anymore. We've got that's level 4 now. So what is the point? There's not any point in us shadowing, I don't think. Anytime, yeah, it can continue shadowing, in which case it does nothing at this time. Can stop shadowing, flip it back over. It may not be moved at that time. It can attack the force. It is shadowing only. I mean, I've looked at the attack procedure before, but it seems awful. I know I've had some lucky die rolls recently though, so you maybe should look at it. No, that's Japanese summoning. Summoning attack table. Yeah, you can see. No, it's this one. It's this one that's relevant. So we need. A 1 to 7 gives us 0 attack table hits. So an 8, a 9 gives us 1, and a 10 gives us 2. So I'm not so sure. And then I think you've got to go through some checks that you might get. Do you not have to run through this ASW table? There's a chance you could be eliminated yourself here. Problem is, where is he going to go? Because we've got Stingray quite. Oh, actually, Stingray can go and do that thing as well. Let's. No, you should stick with this guy first. Yeah, it looks like Stingray's going to do that. Will we have a go? Maybe? That's Butai 2. That's the one that, well, we're destroying the... We'd be firing at the cruiser force then. Because the carrier's been... It's got enough hits to destroy it, so... Maybe it looks like I can only attack carriers on, just looking at this. If we got damage rolls, for a level 4 force, all the hits are applied to one carrier of your choice. All the hits must be applied to one carrier that cannot be divided. Oh well, that's pointless then, because we've got, that's only, the only carrier that we've got to target has got enough points to sink it, so it's not allowing us to attack the other one, because admittedly that's some multiple ships, isn't it? Fair enough, yeah. Okay. So I guess the best thing to do is not shadow this anymore. So we'll just flip it over, and then it can move away and look for something else. Yeah, and that's all it gets to do. Right, however, the Stingray, we've realised the Stingray can move into force Q. Now, has Q moved this turn? No. So that's the same. And again, this whole oblique thing, I think it's got to be when it's moved, but who knows for sure. Right, so I'm going to move in there and we're going to roll on that table again. See if I can contact Quebec force. Summoning contact table. Again, I'm going to say there's no modifiers, but in the back of my mind I'm still looking at the -2, but... Right, so... big roll, just to keep it clean. Oh, it's an 8 again, look. So the -2, if it was there. Yeah, so... yes, we get contact on this guy as well. So we're going to draw a level 1 chit for him as well. And see what we get. Must be starting to run out of false contacts. There's quite a few out the cup here. Ah, we got another one. I don't know if that's good or bad, to be honest. I want to say there was only 12 in the game, but so that's Force Quebec away. Now we'll need to remember that their chits could still come out the cup. What was the last one? Was it J? Juliet and Quebec, I think, yeah. So when they get drawn out the cup, they're just going to be no ops. Yeah, I'm looking across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 false contacts removed from the game. I think there's 12 in total, so I suppose that's just over half, but it's quite a lot because there's lots of chits in there. Right, that's 3 subs done their thing. We know we've got 5 of them, so Butai 3. What good does that do us though? It gives you an extra +1 if you're shadowing it, doesn't it? Nah, I'm not so sure we need to bother with that. Because we're needing some search planes out there again, aren't we? If we try and contact something. Yeah, I suppose that is saying if the contact succeeds, proceed as follows. If the Japanese force was level 0, but if we done that 3 butai, it's not a level 0 force, so we could still successfully contact it and just shadow it, yeah, or attack it. We could still do that. We just don't draw the chit for the contact, I think. Coming that way. Right, no, I'm not. I'm going to go into this hex here. I'm going to move them into this hex, thinking about force P there. And possibly K as well. So I'm just going to move Finn back there. And then the last one... Is that him there? It is. Bang. That flight's going up that way. I don't know. I suppose he could maybe be involved with that. What I'm going to do is shift that to the other side. I'm going to move him into here. Am I? Yeah, because even if he does move, he's going to move that way. Nah, I'll just move it there. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm doing with him. Right, so that's a US subs chit. That was the first chit of the phase. Yeah, nothing that I feel like I wouldn't be comfortable going back and carrying out this airstrike on the carriers. I feel like it's okay. We'll have a quick check for an answer. Right, no, not to be. Right, we'll pod on. I'm going to draw on the second chit of the phase, or phase 2, and we get Guam, so nothing simple coming out. Well, there's a Guam air raid in play, so yeah, I think that becomes a no-op. Yeah, 11.23, page 38. Guam cannot launch a new air raid if a Guam air raid is currently in play. In this event, treat the Guam activation chit as a no-op. So, okay, so that's kind of good. Well, yeah, that is good, because I'm pretty confident we're going to take that out. So, that's... Yeah. Yeah, so it's better the chit going away before we take it out, because if we took it out, the chit comes out, they produce another raid. Right. Yes, Grant. Okay, we understand. Right, moving on. Number 3 is a no-op. Right, number 4. Surely a force this time. Right, force B, Bravo. Not one of the recent ones we removed. So he should be still out there. Yes, he's a level 1 small force up there. So again, if it were a carrier force, because I think the fact it's because it's a small, yeah, it tells you there. It tells you there. It is a level 0 force or a level 1 small, medium, large. Because there is again, I'll say it, a slim chance that it could still have a carrier. So we're checking for. We're going to roll the dice. So he's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 away, and yeah, there we are. We need it's 12 hexes is max, so that, yeah, it's a 0 for that and a 0 for that. So yeah, so no modifiers. He needs a 5 or greater. Fails. I kind of like to find out about that one. Mind you, I think all it's likely to do is draw a chit and then just revert back to what it is. Right, I'll leave that there because we might need that again. Right, so Force B though, he will move. He's not launched any raids, so he'll just move in mission movement, which is a 1. And a 1 is this way. Hang on. No. Oh, that's the wrong one. Did I count the right? That's our airstrike. Yeah, I did it right. A 1, however, is same direction. So it is going there. So he's going in here. Yeah, I moved my sub, but well. Oh, stop, Grant, stop. Remove that. That's what should have happened. Yeah, I forgot about that. Have I forgot about any others? Well, I want to say that's the first one we've activated. Isn't it? Bravo. Well, it is this phase. Last phase, the last chit on top is Butai 2, which is... No, that's not here. That's down here. And I think I dealt with that properly. Pretty sure I did. One before that's Force K Kilo, which is up there. That's a while ago. Surely I was on the ball with him. Well, I just did almost miss that one, didn't I? That's what worries me. Right, I can only assume that I was on the ball. You could go and have a glance. Okay, yeah, so I thought I should check back, but I can't keep doing that every time. So I checked back every force. In the first phase, I did adjust their detection status. This was spotted, became located. This was spotted, become located. This was located, become approximate sighting. And we've just fixed the one, Force B. He has now become undetected. Okay, so... Oh, I just moved them as well, didn't I? So we must have rolled for stuff. I moved them, and then I forgot to remove his status. Yeah, so that's him, isn't it? That's that. Yes. Okay. Still no answer to my question. And I'm going to have to be taking a break, or maybe even for the night. Well, to be honest, yeah, I could still get back to finish this part off. Let's say we're going one more chat to go, haven't we? Yeah, let's get the final chat, and then that will let me be able to stall for a bit longer, because I do need to get away get some food and things. Right, that's Butai 1. Right, it would be just not a normal force. It's got to be a Butai. Butai 1 is a level 2. So where is it at? Oh, it's like in a whole down in nothing, isn't it? Just here by itself. So. Actually, hold on, stop. We've got another thing to do when a Butai appears. Yeah, so it's not going to reduce any detection. However, this is going to move along. Now, I'm hopeful that I did make that move previously, like I was saying. I'm pretty sure I went back and got it. Thing is, if you didn't hear Grant, would you not be in a position where you needed to know because that would be me moving from here to here this time. And that air raid market would come away. I don't think it really matters. And I'm pretty sure I did do it. So we'll leave it there, and I'll try and look into that one. I'll try and look into the time. It's finding when I done it, because when I actually activate the Butai 1 that time, I don't move it. But I'm pretty sure I remember myself going back and saying, oh, I should have moved this. Right, so it's going to check for a raid launch though. Yeah, you see. Well, it wouldn't matter if the air points are in the return track or if they're in service and they're still unavailable. So it doesn't matter, Graham. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, he's a full 9 away. And no modifiers. So no modifiers, no modifiers. He needs a 5. Let's roll the 1. Okay, so I actually think that's good. If everyone stays quiet, I can deal with the 2 little raids I've got round about me. Get a strike, another strike up in there, I think. Yeah, so Butai 1, and the fact he has launched a raid at some point. He is going to not move by mission movement. He's going to stay at 9 hexes away, and that's going to be him done. So that's going to be that away as well. So that's a 5 chits. We've done everything there. Yeah, you can see these are at the end. Reduced detection status and air raid turnaround, air return / turnaround. I don't know. I'm just wondering if they could have maybe highlighted it. Nah, I don't know. Well, you know what? They're all in that row. You're just being fussy, Grant. So now we are going to come down and move air missions. So yeah, well, technically, I could still get away with it because I could just say, right, I'm moving my strike mission. We don't know if it's got. Well, to be honest, it's still got the aircraft in it. It's just we've not resolved the actual attack on the carrier still. But let's just pause there as well, and hopefully we might have an answer to come back to. I can move that dice away, and we might get an answer later on. And even if I maybe don't get back tonight, that'll give even more time to find out how that should have resolved. So yeah, I can leave things there paused on the US Air Movement segment, move air missions, phase 2. We haven't done our search yet this turn, and just that little green cube is a reminder that we've got some aircraft here waiting to just drop some bombs, torpedoes and the likes. They're just not quite sure what how good they're going to do it. Okay, I'll just go and pause because we're only at 28 minutes, and I'll hopefully come back and sneak the last part of this in before the end of the night. Okay, cheers. Hi, all right, back to finish off this part 24, I think. So I've been on pause here for a bit. Unfortunately, still no answer to my questions, so either stop, make a decision, or just sneak on. I think I can still push on. I mean, I know I'm going to move this airstrike mission. It needs to head back now. We did commit ourselves to the fuel, so I need to mark that now. So I know this is rather daft, I suppose, but I'm going to commit to having did I say I'd spent the fuel or not? I'm starting to wonder now. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. No, I wasn't spending the fuel, so we're moving one column to the left. So just to be, I know we're in the middle of things here. So I've either got 25 strength, which would be this column, I'm going to move to this column, or I've got 20 strength, and I should be sitting in this column, I'm going to move to that column, right? So I think I can do this. So that means I'm not spending the fuel. No, I already did spend the fuel for that, yeah. Yeah, no, we're fine. We're fine where we are. I think I was... Did I say I was going to spend it then? I don't think so. Because... Yeah, because the nudge down the way still gives me 3 dice from the strong one, and it still gives me 2 dice and a +1 on one. It's not really that bad. It's not as bad as that drop we had the last time. And bear in mind, we've got this +5 to add as well. That's why I kind of hope that it is the 3 dice, because obviously, you know, +5 to 3 dice is clearly better than a +5 to 2 dice. So, okay, so we're not going to adjust that, but we are going to push on and just pod on the things. And I don't see there being a great issue with it. We don't know the result of the air attack on the ships yet, but... So move air missions and then adjust fuel markers. Okay. Right, we'll deal with the strike missions first. So they're going to start heading back. And yeah, basically he's making one move back. He's got to get back to the carrier. It's going to be a struggle. We know it's going to go critical. So that was mission 8. So spends the fuel. And then mission 7's the same. He's done his thing. He done well. He got a nice lucky die roll on the second one, wasn't it? Because the first one done 1 point of damage and we needed... Was it another 10 roll we needed? I think it was, or a 9. Was it a 9 we needed? Anyway, he's moving back 1 as well. So, oops. Spend another point of fuel for that. For him. And then our... Okay, so our... Oh, we've got another airstrike mission. And he's heading up to Butai 4 as well. I'm going to leave the little green cube there just as a sort of reminder that we've still got something to do there. Sorry for the dogs barking. It's that time of year where lots of fireworks going off and they don't seem too bothered about it, but they like to make a noise about it. So, yeah. I'll see if I can pause for a bit. Yeah, so... He's still heading up to Butai 4. The fact it's spotted as well, but how... whether I've got the chance to get there before it becomes unspotted. Remember that they're only going to drop a detection level every turn, whereas we get 4 action phase movements. So I think that works out. I can get there. So he's going to push on anyway. That was his target. So moving 1 forward. Yeah, I suppose... This is one time to consider maybe where you might want to spend 2 fuel, move 2 hexes, but I don't think so here. Because like I've just said, actually, he's not been activated this turn, is he? No, he'll clearly not have been. But again, we've not done our search again, and this guy is going to move down here and still do a search in there, so we might, well... To be honest, you need to roll a high and get him spotted again, don't you? Oh, you know why he's spotted? It's because we've done the airstrike. Ooh. Or is it? I think I've glossed over that because of... Tell you why. Does that not mean this should be spotted? Because when we go into hex and do the contact, if he's not already spotted, he becomes spotted, doesn't he? So I've missed that. And yet I remember talking about it, and we done this airstrike first, didn't we? Right, hang on. What? We moved the airstrike 6, yeah, because and did I spend the fuel? No, I've not, because he started at 14, but moved 1 hex. That's 13, 12, 11. He should be on 11, right? He's shown on 12. So let's get him moved 1 fuel first. I'm not going to move him 2 hexes anyway. So let's get that done before I forget, and jump back to. This contact, I put 2. Yeah, because the last bit of it says the target force becomes spot, and this is if you do reach contact, And for me to have made the attack, I have to contact him. So, the last part is, okay, if the contact attempt succeeds, flip the airstrike counter to its reverse side. Right, I was meant to do that. I didn't do that, but I knew what I was doing. It was either it's because it gets 2 attempts at it, just to make sure that you're not. And then the second part to that is the target force becomes spotted if it was not already. So that should be spotted now. And Butai 2 was activated in the first phase. So he's been upgraded to spotted. Right, and then the same thing should have happened to that guy, but I don't think I marked him spotted. What I think is he's not been activated yet, and he was spotted in the last search. What is he? He's Butai 4, isn't he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, see, he's not been activated. So it's only just lucky that I'm showing him spotted still, because when we contacted him, he should have became spotted. So that's up to date now, although it was good to see that, because that might have made a difference. However, he's going to activate this turn. And yeah, what am I thinking is how long he's going to activate this turn still. We've got 2 more phases. I'm going to move another 2 hexes. Then I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. So, yeah, he's still going to be at approximate... Oh, no, not necessarily, Grant. Depends when you draw his chat. But hang on. There's 2 more phases still to go, so I'm going to get to here. He's going to activate, be down to located. And then phase 3... 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, and he'll activate only once more and be down to approximately spotted. That's fine. So he's going to be there. So I don't need to rush. There's no point in me trying to get there quicker by risking spending that extra fuel point, you know. So, okay, so that's our airstrike missions moved. However, we do have just 1 intercept mission. It's intercept 5. Actually, intercept 3 is still in there. Did he not land? And I've got a cat mission up there as well. Intercept 3 looks like it's landed, Grant. Yeah, I've had the bad habit of just not removing him. So he did land in the last... Yeah, that was the one that had the night fighters. Okay, so that's landed. That should have been taken away. So we've only got intercept mission 5. The reason being, I'm looking up here. There's nothing for it. Mission 3. I've took the aircraft away, put the fuel marker, and like as you can see, landed here, here, and here, and that was intercept mission 3, which happened the last phase. So 5 has got 5 fuel left. Yeah, so we feel like he's up for it. Yeah, so he's moving in. He's moving into Guam, the Guam raid, and going to pay the 1 fuel. Now remember, no, nothing, doesn't matter. He's going to pay the 1 fuel down to 4. So when he attacks 1, 2, 3, he's still going to have 1 fuel this turn. So he's not going to have the critical issue. And then I think we can put him to bed, get him landed, and I think we've got enough to launch another intercept mission anyway. We do have that cat mission as well. So right, well, that is indeed all the air movement segment. So second phase, well, yeah, we've got our aircraft up here now, haven't we? Because we're going to launch this, and this to go spotting for us. So they're there waiting. So shouldn't we just do this now? Is there any reason to wait? I think the only aircraft that's going to get a shot at spotting, this one's going to come back to here and search this area. So he's going to get Butai 4 and I think Force B. You moved 1 hex further down. He's not going to get this force, however, admittedly, if this force moved, why I don't have a die roll just now? No, because that's done and dusted. Yeah, the chip bit's finished. But however, it's 1 to 10, so there is a good chance he's going to move down. Wouldn't that give us 1, 2, 3? Yeah, that would give us a search. So, hang on, is Force R already activated though? I feel like it has. It has. So it's not going to activate again this turn. So it's not going to move down. So that doesn't help us. Yeah, because I think that's the only aircraft that's going to... Because this one, when it goes 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, wait a minute. What about B? I don't think that's in the zone, though. This is the one that comes out there. So... Just looking at that top one there, and that is him in this position here. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 back to here. He's going to move, and he's going to search that dark blue area, which is not going to be there. Oh well, that must mean he'll get to search it. Yeah. That's true. Yeah, so he'll get to search B and the butai, and yeah, he won't get to search anything unless B was to move 1. I want to say B's been activated as well, isn't it? That was just recently. Yeah. So he's not going to move any further. Right. Across the other side. See, this guy's going to move back here, searching here. He's going to move back here, searching here. 1, 2, 3. That's 4 of them. I thought I had 6. Oh yeah, this guy's still heading out the way. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm pretty sure he's going to grab R then, isn't he? That seems to suggest that I should do it now then. Well, as in, I don't think there's any point in waiting. The last one is this. It's going to move back. He's going to search. Yeah. Is that right? It doesn't drop back 1 hits, does it? Well, as Force Lima moved then, because that could be relevant. Because if it's not, and then moved into here, which would be in a roll of 1 to 5, then that would allow a search. So hang on. I can't remember which all ones. Yeah, Lima's been activated as well. So yeah, I don't think there's any point waiting. And it'll clear our decks of the search planes. So I think we're going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. Yes. What point does it do search in butai 4 though? Because he's spotted. Yeah, that is a thing. That is a thing to maybe wait for. Because when we draw his chit, he will become located. Well, I have already said that I can reach him. Then again, I'm going to reach him at approximately spotted, so you get that -1 modifier. Whereas we draw his chit, he drops back to located, we do a search, we maybe get lucky and get him spotted again. Then he's going to be located when we reach him. Yes, indeed. So we could wait. Aren't they clogging up the flight deck? Not really. No? Okay, I'm going to leave it after all. Just because that butai has not been moved. And it's probably not really worth all the wait, but We'll go with that. So I'm going to skip by the search segment after all and move straight to air operations. So we're going to launch. Well, it's pretty dry out there for the raids. We've only got this the Guam raid, which Intercept Mission 5 should take care of, I would hope. And then we've got 2B, which has only got 2 points as well, isn't it? Yeah. So there's no real urgency to try and get another intercept mission out, really, which I thought I might be needing. But yeah, if I create another strike mission, I'm going to be taking these guys that I was going to use for the spotting. And I've none of them waiting by. Bummer. So I've not got anything else, have I? Yeah, I think this is probably an ideal. Well, 2B is still to come in and we want to land intercept 5. Yeah, but you've also got a cat mission up there, Grant. Okay, well, how about creating a situation where you can launch a strike mission next turn and just create a intercept mission on maybe 4 F6s, maybe? So that would allow you to get these 2 guys coming up. Right, one of them's a 4. The other thing is you could create a strike mission with these SP2C with a 4 strength and then move some stuff up to become spotters. It just seems a bit of a waste using them for spotters when you've got an extra point. And it's not just an extra point, remember, it's, well, no, it is actually. Yeah, it is for us. Yeah, it does make me wonder if I maybe should just use them. There's one, I've just noticed there's one SB2C under here that I could get up ready for launching next turn. But we'd have to use some of these 5 strength ones for spotters next turn if you want to launch it next turn. But I'm saying that, if I'm all the ones I looked at, I'm probably happy enough to leave the search until the 4th phase when I think about it. So does that allow me to get more? No, probably not actually. No, well, there's one there and there's one there. So hang on, 1, 2, up this turn, and then hang on. What phase we're on? Phase 2. So phase 2, I move that up there. Phase 3, I move that up there. Phase 4, I launch that as the search. Yeah, that works. So I would have 1, 2, and I'd have, where's the other one? It was here, wasn't it? 3. I think you'd only have 3, but I could use one of the 5 strength things. It does feel like right now, just use that cap to take care of Air Raid 2B. It's only 3 aircraft, but there's only 2 air points. So I'm pretty comfortable with that, I think. Right, okay, I'm going to launch a strike mission then. So, and we're going to have it as strike mission 3. Closest. So, right, strike mission 3 being launched. Not quite sure where it's going yet. And we're going to build it with these 2. So we've launched from there, and this one. So we've launched from there. And oh, one more. Yeah, is that enough? It's not a very strong. It's 4, 8, 12, 16 points. Yuck. That doesn't feel so good. Do you want to rethink that, Grant? Right. Was there one there? I think there was one. There was one there and there was two there. Let me rethink. Maybe I don't want to do this. Oh, let's go for it. Let's go for it. As long as I do get some search planes up. So I will do that. 1, 2 from there. 1 from there. That's 3. And then you've only got this other 1 from here. That's 4. And everything else is fighters, isn't it? Yep. So I'm going to take some escort. 1, 2. That's enough. I had 4 in my first strike and 3 in my second. But I mean, where are you going? I don't know. I mean, you could still head for Butai 4. There's plenty of stuff to get taken. I mean, even I've not rolled the dice yet for that, but because Butai 3 is approximately sighted and it's not going to get another search on it just now. Well, if you do go for Butai 4, they've got quite a strong anti-aircraft. Well, not just that. I mean, their cat mission might be better. I mean, we're not likely to get surprise again. That's maybe a one-off. Well, who knows, eh? So yeah, because we've got plenty of F6Fs that we could just chuck another one in there. We do have something we're going to land this turn as well, so you need to remember that one, Grant. Yeah, actually, that could be an issue. Well, not really. How many is landing? Which one is it? It's going to be... No, it's not landing this turn. It's next turn. Yeah, he's going to attack this turn. Okay, I'll go for... No, I'll go for this guy. Go for this guy as well. So we'll take 3 fighters. So that was from here, wasn't it? Well, I don't think we're landing in any, like we said. So only 4 attack planes and 3 fighters for A mission 3. Right, and it's going to set at 14 fuel. However, we're going to spend 1 down to 13 fuel. Well, what about this surface thing down here? That's actually closer as well. Oops. Right, sorry, phone call. So, been away for a little bit. Right, I see I'm focused on this. So, I want to say that's maybe what I was considering heading for. It is located. That could... No, it can't. No, it's not going to be upgraded. We're not going to be able to spot that again. Not at the moment, anyway. So you got Butai 2. Well, there's no point in that because we took that carrier out. I think I feel like it's going to be heading back towards... Heading up here again to Butai 4 because... 3. And then 1, well, 1 we can't head for. 3 we could. That's not going to get spotted again until we launch another search flight. K's over there. Because as soon as we start heading for that, as soon as that comes off, yeah. It probably makes more sense to head for that. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Because even though we've got this damage still to be resolved, this one flying towards that, I'm pretty sure there's still going to be some leftovers. So yeah, we're going to go. Airstrike 3 is going to also head for Butai 4 then. So he takes off. I want to say I spent the fuel. Well, if I did, it should be at 13. Which he is, yeah. Airstrike 3, 13. Right. So was that all your launch? Yeah, because I think I'll hold off, but what I'll try and do is get some of these guys up here so that next turn, well, you also want to get these up, don't you? Whereas, it's in here, isn't it? No, it's not. What are you talking about, Grant? It's here. That SBC2, SB2C. He's there, so he can actually move up. And like we said, we can take 2 turns to do it, 2 phases to do it. So these 2 can be the other 2. And then I'm sure we can find something else. You know, one of the stronger ones. Or maybe even just use 3. Maybe. So nothing more to launch then? No, nothing more to launch. So raise servicing to ready. Well, in actual fact, that means you don't need to rush that one up, do you? But you're talking about maybe a strike mission taking off again next turn. So why don't you just move these up? I'd rather keep these separate like that, actually. So I think I will move them up. There sort of doesn't feel a reason not to move this guy up, really. Yeah, go for it. So he's moving up, and then these 2 are going to move up. This is going to move up. Yeah, and then down here, this is going to move up. We can't do any more there. And we can't do nothing there. Right, so that's servicing to ready. Sorry, I feel like I should zoom in a little bit. I'm not getting quite close into them, but yeah, I don't know if you really need to study it up close like that, but right, anyway, moving on. Hangar 2 from servicing. I can't see anything want to come down from servicing to hangar, so these two definitely want to move up because they're going to be my spotting planes. We can't do nothing with this. All we could do would be bring them down. I can't see myself want to do that. So it's really just these 2. Yeah, these are all fighters anyway, aren't they? So we're as well to do that. Hangar 2 servicing. And yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't do that as well, Grant. Hangar 2 servicing. Right, that's all of that. And then lower flight deck to hangar. Yeah, well, again, I don't see why you wouldn't. So we will. Yeah, I couldn't do anything with that anyway. Oops, sorry. These guys, don't know if that was off camera or not. Yeah, I moved them up from the flight deck. They're the ones that landed last phase. And then land. Yeah, and I thought it was landing initially, but I'm not, am I? No. My strike missions, well, I'd love to land them, but they're miles away. So it was more about air intercept mission 5, but he's going to have combat. He's going to be involved in combat shortly, actually. In fact, yeah, I'm going to push on to that step, I think. I actually would love to just stop here and actually start another part, but I probably shouldn't. I just feel like I'm starting to get into how it all really works now, how everything kind of works. Yeah, you say that and then you're going to get stumped with something, Grant, and be away. You're still asking questions out there, so maybe don't get too ahead of yourself. Yeah, okay, and this is where the other, just wondering there, this is where the other attack planes are going, that were still not resolved the combat on the ships yet. They're in here. Okay, so no landing, so I can flip these back around. And yeah, I mean, next turn I can see 1, 2, 3, don't really want to use that one, 4. Yeah, I can see another strike being able to launch next turn, or if I happen to need to, an intercept mission. So we've got an either or there, or possibly even a bit of both. Okay, where are we at? We're now moving air-to-air combat. So yeah, I think I could get on to the next phase and then we'll just stop there. Because we've only got this one combat. Now, I might be able to just resolve this in the hex, right? So it's a Guam air raid. So, stretching up there, it's two air points. We're going to have to roll to see what's what. And we've got 6. You can see them there. There's 6. So we are going to attack. Spend 3 fuel, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and then I'm going to drop the fuel critical and land on the fuel critical 0, which is no dice roll anyway, so that's fine. So as for the 2, oh, that's handy, that's a chart right there. As for the 2 Guam land air points, which is going to become, again, we must just be rolling on that column. That's all I can go with that. So there's no modifiers to this, is there? No. Oh, the 7, so that's pretty much sure I'm going to be, I'll have 1. Yeah, so 1 fighter and 1 fighter, 1 attack plane. So actually, I'll bring them down, but I'm not going to bring out. Well, yeah, you kind of do need to, don't you? I'll bring out a stack of them, you know. There's 6 of them, eh? So we've got to assign at least 1 to that. You seen that? Yeah. And we need the right tables. That one. And yeah, well, actually, no, it's different this time, isn't it? Because we get a -1 for it being a fighter, but we get a +1 for it being a land aircraft. So in actual fact, we're getting no modifier to the attack on that. So, to be honest, you could probably do 3 and 3 and wipe them both out, I think. Well, actually, a 3, I still need to roll at least a 3. And that would be... Oh no, we'd get a +1 to this. So I would need to roll a 2 for that, to take that out. you could play it safer. I think that would be a guaranteed we take that out. Because a 4 with a +1, yeah, that guarantees that we take that out. And we need a 4 to take that out. Like that. Yeah, let's go with that then. So I've got two of the fighters on the one land air point, and we get a -1 for being a fighter, a +1 because it's a land aircraft. So no modifiers. I think I said we need a 4. We're on the 2 column. Rolled a 7, but one of the clunky ones, but I'll take it. So a 7 on the 2 column is going to be 1 hit. Right, he's going to fire back for 1. Now, yeah, he gets a -1 on this as well because he's land there. So he gets a -1 on the 1 column. Rolled an 8, 7, I don't think quite makes it, does it? No, just misses. So that's that point out the way. That's another loss. I'll get that in a minute. And then we've got 4 against 1 with a +1. 4 against 1 with a +1, but sorry, on the 4 column with a +1, you can see that to get 1 we need a die roll of 2. So we're getting a +1, so we're guaranteed the result there. 5 +1 is 6, which is it's still a 1 actually. So we got the 2 points, pretty easy going actually, and they're going to get added to the losses, the Guam losses. So we've not had any difficulty with that. Yeah, it was a bit tougher before, but when you're fighting against 2 points of it, and the fact you're getting that +1, then yeah, it's not too challenging, is it? So that comes off again now. That was in set 5. That was all our air-to-air combat. Yep. And there's no Japanese air attack segment because we took the Guam raid out. That was the only one that was threatening. There's no US air attack segment. Our strike missions are now on the way. Well, 2 of them are on the way back. We've got 2 going out there again. We then move down to that, advance the phase marker, advance it to 3, and we're back to move all air raids. And I'd love to just keep going. I don't know. I'm enjoying this game. Sometimes I start to feel like, is it getting a little the same, a bit samey, but no, I'm not really. I don't know. I'm really kind of enjoying it. Right, that was Air Mission 5. I'm I suppose a little bit concerned that things have, like, we had all that stuff on us and now we've got nothing. And I suppose I'm kind of wondering there because it's, well, to be honest, when we had everything at us, I was thinking, how are we going to cope with this? We're going to get slaughtered here. But we didn't. Okay, I think we had a little bit of luck in some ways. But we didn't, and then now there's nothing. But now it's letting us consider our options of getting out there striking. I mean, air raids are going to come back. But the last air raids were so poor, and it still bothers me that I'm kind of hoping that I've not got something wrong, I mean, the commitment index is still above its threshold, so if there were new carriers to sprout up, there's a chance that they might not become because of the threshold. Threshold should be 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, is it? I'm showing it at 15. I'm counting 2 for a CV Oh, that's a CVL, that's not a CV. So it's 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, it's 15. Yeah, so that's right. Okay, yeah, I guess what I'm saying is, thought this was going to be really hard, and now it feels like I feel quite comfortable now. I feel in control. So I don't know. It might just be the way that that's went, and it's not a terribly bad thing. It's just I'm sort of a little worried because I think I like my solo games to be hard. You know, make it hard for me, make it challenging. Which I thought was getting, and now all of a sudden it's calmed down. Now whether that'll kick off again, I hope it kind of does. But I'm still enjoying the challenge of trying to get my stuff done, because it now enables me to sort of say, right, I don't need to get intercept missions up there. I need to get these strike missions out there. I also know I need to get some spotting planes out, or there's nothing going to be. I'm not going to be able to see anything again, and they're going to sit there and launch more raids at me, and etc. And eventually the unavailable planes are going to come back around, so once they become available again, that then doesn't count for unavailable when you're checking for the air strength and the air value, so yeah. Anyway, it's good. I'm enjoying it. Right, I better leave it there, so I'm now in 11 minutes, and yeah, it is a bit late. I should leave it. So maybe tomorrow, although got a few things on over the next few days. I'm sure I'll get here. I'm sure I'll be able to sneak away and get a little bit done. Okay, so no doubt be back tomorrow. Still haven't answered my question. Let's have a quick look before we finish off. No, not to be, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens tomorrow. I can still probably hang on to it, because like I say, I don't think it's having any effect on things. It's not ideal, I know, but I'd rather know the proper way to do these things if I can. Right, back tomorrow, okay? Cheers.